Oh, you're good, man.
Where's your fucking rest?
Alright, so this is a little weird. I gotta do it in my truck because it's a Saturday, the shop's open, and everybody's working. There's a whole lot of noise going on, but the parts for the engine showed up. So we'll start with timing. I got the this is the kit number, I believe, and that comes with tensioners for the 3-valve, chains, both chains, sprocket for the crank, and then your both 4 guides. This kit was actually like $100 cheaper on Amazon than just buying that came with the tensioners. Sorry, it's cheaper to buy it with the tensioners than buying chains, guides, and that sprocket separately, because I went with right here. This is 2-valve chain tensioners. That's her. It's actually, there's no gasket, so actually I'll do a comparison here. So that is the 2 together. Put that back down over there. So this is the stock 3-valve. It's all composite, like a plastic, and has a O-ring that's machined in. And it is fully hydraulic, which all I can seem to find is that Ford decided to reinvent the wheel yet again. But this is from the 2 valves, so 97 to 03. But it's fully metal, no gasket or O-ring. It's just metal on metal mating surface. And I don't know if you can see that. That is the ratcheting mechanism right there. Probably can't make that out inside there, but it's basically just a shaft. Sorry, there's a shaft that runs out, it holds the tensioner out, and there's a little ratcheting tooth in there. So as the chain stretches, the tensioner will work out, but it can't work back. So once the vehicle starts, it only has to move it a fraction of an inch instead of like a full ½ inch or so. Like obviously dramatic sizing there, but that's the difference. And they both bolt up in the same pattern, so that's all that. Put that back in that box, and that box. And then this is the Mealing, I think that's how you pronounce it, but M340. I'll put the specs and links to buy all the stuff down in the description if you're looking at doing this. But this is the oil pump. So that's her. I believe, don't quote me on this, I'm pretty sure the 340 is, I want to say the 40 is the hot PSI it runs at. Don't quote me on that either, but because there's the 340 and then there's a 360, I believe. I'm doing a VCT lockout as well at some point. But so the higher oil pressure to get to the phasers all the time isn't really a necessary thing because they're not going to be working. But yeah, that's her. And personally, I've never actually taken stock 5.4 out. We'll do some comparisons once I take this one out. But apparently that plate on the back of the pump is thicker and is a harder material, so it's supposed to reduce the amount of bleed by as they get higher mileage. Apparently the stock ones, they'll leak down actually right from the pump, so you're losing oil pressure there on top of the Ford stock oil filter or oil pumps are, I think the spec is 20-something PSI hot, so it's a big difference. And yeah, so that's all the parts, and we'll do a little video of me installing it. Thanks. Alright, so all done for today. As you've seen, I put the new oil pump in, a timing set, 2 valve tensioners, and new gaskets for the whole front here. Front cover gaskets, valve covers, did oil pan gasket, front crank seal, mainly all the stuff that is common. Took off the manifolds, cleaned them up, the sealing surface, cleaned up the sealing surface on the actual head itself, new studs, new nuts, both sides. Just finished doing the spark plugs, 7 out of 8 broke. So extracted all those out and put in new spark plugs. That's the other manifold. Only thing left seal wise is the rear main, but too much of a hassle to do on this engine stand, so I'm gonna put it back in the truck and then just do it before I put the tranny back in. That's pretty much it. She's slowly coming together. She's gonna be a brand new, not so new 5.4, bulletproofed. Thanks for watching.